Hello, this will be the video for Unit 1, Section 1. The first bit of information is the difference between spelling in English the word deaf with a lowercase versus an uppercase D. If it has a lowercase d, that's just talking about a person who can't hear, their hearing status. If it has an uppercase D and we sign that like this, it's the only letter that has its own sign. So uppercase D, that's a person who identifies as culturally deaf. They are proud to be deaf. They are a member of the deaf community. They use sign language as their preferred language. The next note is talking about closing signals or bookending. If there's a simple sentence, repeating or bookending the subject pronoun at the end of the sentence is appropriate. For example, me, fine, me is a way to bookend, commonly used. Up to you whether that feels comfortable for you right now, but you might see it around even if you choose not to use it. It's also correct to use the pronoun either before or after the noun. For example, fine me or me fine. Those are all correct ways of signing that. The next is some vocabulary about greetings. The first sign is hello, like you're giving a salute, so touching the temple, hello. Hi, you can do the big wave or you can do a little wave. What's up? Your middle fingers point forward and touch your chest and brush up and out. What's up? You can use your eyebrows to ask that question. What's up? And then what are you doing? Or what's up? How's it going? The next sign is how. Fingers together and turn around and up, moving back towards your chest. How. The story for this is many deaf women worked as seamstresses, and their bosses would come along and want to see their seams and see how it was going. So they would say how, like turn the what you're sewing around so I can see what it looks like. So that's where the sign how comes from. You point towards the person. And the last one is what. There's another version of what. It's an older version. You could use that also. This is more common. What. So in our two little phrases at the end of this is how are you? And I'm fine. How are you? With your frowning eyebrows to show you're asking a question. And I'm fine. We don't use the words are or am. We don't use any of the words that come from the to be verb. They're not necessary in ASL. It's clear with the signs themselves. As you progress, you'll notice that and become more comfortable with that. A short message about formal versus informal greetings. Informal, when you're signing with a friend, you can just sign hi. Usually a smile. You can sign what's up. Just the same as you do in English. You can also sign it one-handed, what's up, with one hand, your chin up, what's up. As opposed to formal signing, when you're with adults, as if you're a younger person, anyone who is older than you, people you don't know well, it's more formal, it's more appropriate to sign hello, and to sign how are you in your formal greetings. If you're signing about states of being, then you're going to want to answer the how are you or what's up. So here's some answers to those questions. You could be busy. You can use the two B hands, or you can use the A or S hand shape. Busy or busy. Brushes back and forth right here. Busy. It's an initialized sign from working. You could be confused. Your thoughts are all cloudy or all mixed up. Thoughts mixed up. So my hands are both moving counterclockwise, but they're moving one following the other. Fine, we just talked about. Taps your thumb against your chest. Fine. Good. Good. Touch your chin and come forward. Good. You can be sleepy. Your hand is kind of closing. You'll look tired when you sign it. Sleepy. Not asleep, one time, but sleepy opens and closes. So, meh. All of those words. And this is a commonly used hearing gesture. So. To be tired. Comes forward. Tired. The same old, nothing new. So my two Y hand shapes circling together and then away. Same old, same old. And you usually look bored. Nothing new. Same old, same old. Next is happy. You can sign it with one hand brushing on your chest, or you can sign it with two hands. You're more happy if you sign it with two hands. Happy or happy. Nothing. This is a lot of zeros. 0, 0, 0. Nothing. So what's up? Nothing. 2 zeros back and forth. Now we're going to talk about pronouns. We've been using them a couple of times already in this video, and now we're going to actually get into what these mean. So, pronouns, indexing, deixis, D-E-I-X-I-S, deixis. These ways of pointing, they're logical features of sign languages. It's not rude or impolite to point in ASL. If a person or object is not visible, you just point to an empty space and put them there, even if they're not there. If they are at someplace, you can point to them. Using the index finger to point is called deixis or indexing. We call this our index finger because we point with it. If a person or thing is with you, point to where it is. If a person is not there, point to the empty space to show where you're pretending to put it. Here are the pronouns. They're very simple. I point to myself. I touch my chest with my finger. That's the way you sign I or me. There's no difference between those signs. Point at the person you're talking to, usually across from you, but wherever they are if you're tilted to the side. You. He, she, or it is off to the side. It can be over here, and it can be over here. Whatever you've just said, that's what this thing now is. So, boy, he, girl, she. There's no gender in the indexing. That's from the previous sign. We or us. So now we add movement. We, I start with me. I point to everybody else. And back to myself again. We. We have a you plural in ASL. Y'all in English is the only time it is generally used. And you make that same movement to people in front of you. You all. And they or them, people that are not you and me, they're over here, and we do the same little curve over here, or we can put them over there. Them, that comes back towards me and around. All right, and there are some examples and things to practice, and we have one more little bit here. Greetings, good morning, evening, afternoon, all that business. So we can sign good out like this, or we can also sign good to our hand. Either way, we sign morning like this. This is my horizon. So from my perspective, I'm going to see where the sun is. My flat hand is going to represent the sun. So it comes up over the horizon in the morning. If you sign it yourself, you see what I mean. So morning, sun comes up. Afternoon, sun is going down. And night, the sun is beneath my horizon. I can't see it from here. So good morning, good afternoon, good night. And lastly, eye contact. Eye contact is looking at the other person when you're signing to them, and it shows respect for the signer because you're paying attention. Looking away means you're bored or not interested in the conversation. So eye contact is important to show that you are connecting with what they're saying. It's important to learn and understand that eye contact is just like listening to a person when they're using their voice. For example, if you as a hearing person are speaking and the other person covered their ears, you would feel like they were disconnected from the conversation, like they're not paying attention. If they're using headphones or some way there shows that they're not paying attention. So the same is true for ASL. Looking away, meaning you're literally disconnecting from the conversation. Because ASL is visual, if I look away, I can't see what you're saying anymore. So it's important to look at the person you're signing with. Doesn't mean you just stare at them. Your eyes naturally move around. But if you need to look away completely, you can use the sign hold on first to let them know I need to look away for something. just a second. So hold on, holding up your one finger, just a minute, wait a minute, hold on. Again, it's a hearing gesture that we use often, but deaf people use it. It's in ASL also. So hold on. One of the other signs in this lesson is our eye contact, these representing our eyes. I'm looking this way, and the other person is looking at me. So you can see that they're pointed towards each other. Eye contact. I can say, look at me. Your eyes are pointing the right way. I want you to look at me. Look at me. I can say, pay attention. The sign, pay attention, sometimes comes back, sometimes comes forward, more like focus or pay attention. Either direction, these signs come from horses who wear blinders to help them focus while they're walking. So, pay attention or pay attention. And to look away, so I can look at me and look away. All right, and that is the entire Section 1 video.